Yo, what's going on? Uh, first of all, let me start by saying your boy's in a state of catharsis because, like, me and my homeboy Bruce was talking about this. Like, I said I was going to be more consistent. I said I was going to do this, and I only uploaded one video, and I feel absolutely amazing. Like, I don't know what it is. It's something about like saying something and like doing it and then following through with what you said. There's so much like relief. There's so much like confidence. It's just this feeling that goes into like actually getting something done that you said you were gonna do. And so hopefully like 2020 is more of that from me and from you guys. Just verbally putting it out there, writing it down. I've been trying to do more writing, and following through with the things that you said you were gonna do. Something like that can like it's like a jump start. It jump starts your morale, and it makes you feel good going into like whatever task that you may have planned for the day or the month or the week or the year, whatever the case may be. But anywho, I've been high bar squatting for a good little minute, and the reason for that is because one, I don't overtrain my low bar. It also gives my shoulders a break because getting into that low bar position, it low key be like hurting sometimes, especially when the weight gets this heavy. And I feel like I don't have to squat super duper heavy weight high bar for me to get the stimulus I need, to get the growth that I need, to get that stimulus, that strength adaptation that I need with low bar. Not to say that I don't need to train low bar. I still need to train it, but as an off-season tool, high bar has definitely been working. So in this particular workout, as you can see, I warmed up to 485 and I was like, nope. But these kilo plates be throwing me off. This should be like around like uh 441 or something like that. I wrote it down, it's somewhere, but I built up in fives to a top set of 496 for five. Hopefully I put these I'm gonna put the numbers there so we don't be confused and you not looking like, all right, so what's going on? But yeah, I don't know what it is. I tried to hit the top set and my body was just like, nah. And what I noticed is that when I build up to a heavier set, or when I'm building up in these sets, my CNS gets acclimated, my body just gets warmed up, and it's like I get better as I go. And so that's another tool that I've been using with my training. When as far as programming, when I'm depending on what I'm doing, it's not like that with deadlift. Deadlifts is either hit or miss off rip, but as far as squat and bench, like I can kind of grow into a set, and the set will get better. This set I was kind of hype. I started feeling it. My body started feeling warm, and everything started clicking. And it was my last set. This is a PR. Like I know it's only 496, but I don't squat high bar, and two, I don't squat high bar. But that high bar loving, man, you gotta get that high bar some love. Depending on if you're doing it right or not necessarily if you're doing it right. If you do it, you want to make sure that you're trying to stay as upright as possible. My femurs are pretty long, and so staying upright for me without bending over a little bit is super duper difficult, but we're finding a way to get it done anyway, making sure I get that. I already wear ollies, but getting as much ankle dorsiflexion as I can so I can maintain that upright torso. My quads have been growing like no other, and I think this workout was, if I'm not mistaken, it was Friday, and I worked out the day before. So this is one of three workouts that I've done back to back. So my quads were like hurting, my legs were hurting because I messed up the flow of the week, and I kind of had to just cram everything in back to back so I could start the next training week kind of fresh. And so yeah, I was pretty happy with that. High bar been showing me some love. So if you haven't done a training block, or if you're a low bar squatter and you haven't, like I said, haven't done a training block, then you might want to, you know what I'm saying, get at you on a chance. Next, we got the axle bar. Now, the reason I like the axle bar because I feel like it allows me to bench without giving me as much trouble Like there's more surface area, more muscles can activate my forearms. It's a lot easier on my joints for some reason, obviously because the bar is thicker. And we got close grip. This axle bar in particular is 80 pounds. Like if you follow me on IG, Muscle Man Marcus, you'll notice that I use this bar often, and I'll get DMs. People ask me, "Oh, why are you using this bar? Why are you not using a straight bar?" And I just feel like it allows me to bench that much more frequently without it's like a whole great amount of strain on my body. Granted, I was already fatigued and tired because a lot of the benching days went back to back to back. But hopefully the today is like the 5th. So when y'all getting this, it's gonna be different. But hopefully my following week is a lot better. I finished off my workout with the close grip, which I've really been working hard at. Finished off this with a set of 6 with 300 and dips, and I think I also did like pull downs or something like that. But yeah, that was this workout was pretty solid. It wasn't too voluminous, which I like, and which is what I'll probably go more towards once I'm, you know, easing out of that power building transition. I want to try like a raw strength block, but yeah, this workout was lit. So I'll talk to y'all in the next one. All right, what's going on? Wagwan, my YouTube people. So last time I did like a Relentless season or whatever the case may call it, it was like maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. I think I was still in college. I think it was my junior year or my sophomore year of college. But so originally this season I was gonna call it brick by brick, but brick season, obviously, you know. But this time I decided to start like a Relentless season 2, and the reason why is because you know, I feel like now I'm going into a time frame of my life where I'm like trying to like do a lot of different things and just like leveling up, and it's just gonna require like a whole new mindset. It's gonna require me to be uncomfortable. It's gonna require me to reach a lot more than I'm used to reaching, and it's not even like it's out of my reach. It's more so like I have to like reach with everything that I have on a day-to-day basis, you know what I mean? And I feel like what perfect time, you know, it's the new year. I know I'm not the only one that's trying to really like reach towards things and trying to accomplish a lot of things. So I feel like this is like a together type thing. Like, so I wanted to make this like season of my life or a season of YouTube like super duper personal, and just show you guys like the other side. Like, of course we know we're gonna be lifting on this joint. Like, y'all wouldn't have came if there wasn't for lifting. But obviously there's more to like me as a human. Obviously there's more than just lifting to y'all, because y'all got shit to deal with. Like, y'all are humans, y'all have emotions, y'all go through things on a day-to-day basis. And just because I'm strong, that does not mean I don't have to deal with them myself. So that's what this is gonna be about, and hopefully we do this together, because we're all in this together. All right, anywho, it's like, it's late. I think it's like 10 something. I'm about to eat my last meal. We got steak and rice, and we got apple pie. This YouTube video was brought to you by Mrs. Smith. And so I'm not gonna eat all that. I can't eat all that. As you guys know, I'm moving up to 93, and I'm eating like around 4 or 5 times a day. And right now your boy has been a consistent 200 pounds. Granted, I don't think it's necessarily real yet. Like, it's not muscle yet, of course not, because I can miss like 1 or 2 meals and then my weight drops back down. So we're getting to that point where like the weight is mine. Ideally, I'd like to be like 215 until, and I'm thinking about competing around May, but I'm not gonna like, we ain't gonna put that set in stone, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep that like, that's a big maybe. But yeah, so I just want to gain this weight, and right now, like, honestly, it's about consuming calories and making sure that I'm able to train on a day-to-day basis and recover whether I like it or not. It's like, all right, if it's time to eat, then it's time to eat. And a lot of times I'm sitting there eating for an hour, hour and a half, just so that I'm eating my food. Because that's, at the end of the day, it's like, if I miss a meal, I'm gonna feel like shit, or I'm not gonna recover, or I'm gonna feel it like now I'm gaining this weight. I can feel when I'm off. I can feel when I'm a little dehydrated. I mean, granted, when you're light, you can obviously feel it, but this weight gain, like I feel completely different. Like my angles for squatting and like benching, like everything feels a little bit different. My belt even is like a notch, like less, like I have to move back one. Instead of 4 holes, it's 3 now, so your boy getting tough. So I just wanted to say that I'll be training in the morning. I'm gonna show you my breakfast, because y'all probably like, what he be eating for breakfast? But big trust. You're gonna see that joint, and we're gonna see a lot of good stuff. So see y'all in the morning.